With summer right around the corner, it's the perfect time to plan your next vacation, and travel expert Valerie Joy Wilson is coming to us live from St. Augustine, Florida, and is teaming up with Visit Florida to share unique ways to explore art, culture, food, and more in the Sunshine State. Valerie's joining me now. Valerie, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. I'm here in one of the most beautiful places in the country. If you don't mind me saying, I think so. So I'm so excited to be coming to you here from St. Augustine. It's absolutely been a dream experience here.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about St. Augustine and some of those cultural experiences that visitors are going to gain by coming there.
Absolutely. So one of the things that really fascinates me about Florida is the really rich history that's not only present just in St. Augustine, but throughout the entire state. It's very culturally diverse. It's got a really interesting history. But here in St. Augustine, we are actually in the oldest city in America, if you can believe it. In 1565, the Spanish formed St. Augustine. So there really is a ton of history because Florida wasn't even part of the US until 1821, so it's been occupied by the Spanish and the British and has tons of different influences here.
Yeah, I love that you get like kind of the best of multiple worlds, right? You've got that beachy vibe, but you've got the history, and you're just got that Florida charm kind of all mixed in together. I mean, what a great combination to be able to take advantage of. So what are some other unique destinations to visit in Florida while we're kind of on this stay in St. Augustine, or just visiting Florida in general?
Absolutely. So I have been all around the world, and let me tell you, Florida is second to none. It really has something for everyone. So if we want to talk about getting a little bit out of St. Augustine, although I love it very much, head down to the St. Pete Clearwater area, especially this month. Clearwater has the Sugar Sand Festival going on, and the Sugar Sand Festival is a sand sculpture event that's happening until the end of the month. It's happening until April 27th. So if you find yourself down here in Florida, you definitely want to check that out. And then I love to travel and learn a lot about the culture when whether I'm here in the States or abroad. There's really so many rich pockets of history here. And you can head down to the Atatiki Museum in South Florida and learn about the Seminoles, and they are still very much present throughout the state today.
Valerie, you might have me in trouble here because one, my wife loves Florida, and two, she loves history. So I feel like she's going to be begging me for us to come and visit down there. So that might be on our summer bucket list as
Absolutely.
well. Absolutely. So what about, we have a lot
It should be on your summer bucket list.
Exactly. But Valerie, we have a lot of art lovers and people that appreciate art in general. So where would you recommend they kind of go for that on their visit in Florida?
Okay, for the art lovers, we're going to start right here in St. Augustine because this building behind me is now Flagler College, but this is the former Hotel Ponce de Leon, and this is one of the reasons that tourism really came to Florida to begin with. So Henry Flagler, he's known as the father of Florida tourism. He came down here to St. Augustine. He decided he liked it, but he didn't really find any hotels. He was a billionaire at the time, so he didn't really find any hotels that could cater to him that he liked, so he decided to build them. And that's really what we see with a lot of the art and the architecture here. The Spanish Revival, as you can see behind me, this now college, Flagler College, former hotel, has the largest collection of Tiffany stained glass in the world. It is exquisite. And then you can see all of the murals, the terracotta reliefs. It is really something worth visiting and seeing. And then if you're into the literary arts, because arts can expand so many different things, head down to the Ernest Hemingway House and Museum in Key West, and that's another special destination in Florida.
Oh my gosh, so many unique, cool spots there. Okay, Valerie, the most important piece, probably in my opinion, is that if you're a traveler, it probably coincides for you with food as well. We have a lot of foodies out there. So what are some of the best food spots that you're going to be recommending?
Absolutely. So you just touched on my favorite part of travel. Like, we love the history, the culture. Yeah. Let's get down to the good part. Eating. So say it with me. Florida is for foodies. Florida really is for foodies. And specifically what I want to talk about is the St. Augustine, the mixture of all of the different cultures here really make a unique blend for a lot of really cool dining experiences. You've got the Menorcan influence, Spanish, British, Greek. If you can believe it, I had one of the best French meals the other day that I have had outside of Paris. And, I kind of think of myself as a French food connoisseur because I love to go to Paris to eat. This was exquisite. And speaking of French food and really great fine dining, The Michelin Guide is coming to 3 new cities in Florida. So we've got the Palm Beaches, we've got Fort Lauderdale, and St. Pete Clearwater. And the Michelin Guide is going to be announcing any of those accolades, like those Michelin stars this week. So you're going to want to be on the lookout. So the food scene is really, really incredible here.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. You got me excited with all those different kind of influences, and the international cuisine as well kind of all ties together so beautifully. So Valerie, if people want more information about all the topics we've covered this morning, where do they go to get that?
If you want more information and you want to plan a trip down here to the Sunshine State, head to visitflorida.com, and yeah, it's a great place to come visit for your summer vacation.
All right, you guys, you heard it here first. Visitflorida.com. Valerie, thanks so much for your time this morning. I got to get booking on that trip to St. Augustine.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, I can't wait. Tell me all about it. I'll tell you all the places to go eat.